Hi everyone, welcome to Messages with Mel. I'm Mel, and this is One Love Healing, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to do an Oracle card pull. We're just going to do a general for the collective. We're not going to choose 1, 2, or 3 today. So just take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest for somebody else. This is a collective card pull, so not everything will be only for you. If you want that experience, please reach out to me and we will do a private card pull. I'm open and ready to book. So go ahead and reach out to me however you want to. And so today I think, yes. So we're going to ask the question of what can we focus on the rest of this week, going into the next week until I do another pull, because I'm going to try to do these once a week, guys. So what can we focus on the rest of this week's time, so until next Wednesday, that can help us raise our vibration? And by raise a vibration, I mean your energetic vibration, right? How can we go from a low vibration, which would be anger, jealousy, greed, all of those lower vibrations, to a love, compassion, empathy, those warmer, nicer vibrations, right? So what can we focus on this week to raise our vibrations? And by raising our own vibrations, we're raising the vibrations of everyone around us, and then everyone around them, and then everyone around them, and then all of a sudden we're raising the world's vibration, right? So that's our goal here, is to raise the vibration, the vibrational energy of the world to something closer to love. One love. Okay, so we're gonna do a card pull. This deck I have not used a whole lot. Someone gave it to me, or I got it in like a card swap every once in a while. The community that I kind of like hang out with, we'll do like a little party and have like a card swap or something. And I think this is where I got this deck, and possibly, you know what? I'll use this deck too. It's the Fairy Realms one. I have the box somewhere, but my friend gave me this really cool card holder. And so I've been using that, and it's really cool. I just got this so cool. You know how much I love butterflies and moths and the moon. And it's just a little card deck. It's really cute. It's like a travel card deck. Pretty sure it's called the Fairy Realm card deck. So we'll put that to the side, and we'll use that one because I don't think I've used either one of these decks on here, because I have my favorites. And oh yeah, Oracle of the Fairies. I did save this. Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K. That was smart of me. Every once in a while it happens. Okay. All right. So this is the, I don't even know if I said which one this was, the High Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. So it was a collaboration. And like I said, I've only used these really like a couple of times ever. But I saw them today. I picked them up. I did a little card pull for myself, and I was like, okay, I really like these. So we're just gonna see what we need to focus on. There's card 1. I'm gonna pull a couple to start, and then I'll continue from there. So that was card 1, and it is upside down. And we'll get to it in just a second. There's card 2. All right. And let's do one more to get started. Oh, that was a whole pile. But I love the card that was on the bottom that was facing up. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna use it because I love it so much. Okay. So that will be card 3. All right. I might pull more from this deck. I don't know. We'll see where we're at. But for now, so the first card I pulled, wow. The number is 37, just in case you guys like the numbers. I know some of you do. And the card is the Divine Mother. Nurturing, compassion, and grace. It's a little dark in here. Sorry. Okay. I'll try to remember, guys. I know like a lot of my counterparts, they all put a picture of the card and a little bit of a message in the comments after, and I will try to start doing that. I just usually, like, after I'm done a reading, I'm just like, okay, it's time to like cut the cord and go ground myself, and then I forget. So the first card, which I think we should be doing this all the time anyway, is to focus on the Divine Mother, right? And to me, this looks like maybe Mother Mary. I know I come from a Catholic community. I'm not Catholic, but I come from a community. And so Mother Mary is a very, very highly respected in the Catholic community that I grew up around. But the words that come to me are nurturing, compassion, and grace. Okay. When you think of the Divine Mother, she would be very compassionate, very loving, very nurturing, very graceful, or give you grace, right? Like no judging, just very loving and compassionate towards the other people around her and animals and whatever you're around. And by that I mean like trees and because trees and mountains and the grass outside, they all have souls too, right? They're all energy. We're all energy. Yeah. And I'm looking at her, and she's got this beautiful like gold. It kind of looks like a full moon, but I think it's supposed to depict a halo, which would make sense. And then she's in this beautiful purple. Okay. And so this card is really calling you to be in touch with your divine feminine, your divine nurturer inside. We all have it, male, female, it doesn't matter. We all have that within us. So this card is asking you to focus on being more nurturing, more compassionate, more graceful for others and yourself. This goes outward and inward, guys. This is for not just you, not just others. It's for all of us, right? Because we're trying to raise the whole vibration of the world, or just of your own life. It starts with you, right? And then it spreads out from there. So really, I'm just really feeling like channel that divine mother goddess within you, that feminine energy, the divine within, and just be a little more compassionate. Let that nurturing come out, exude out of you. Okay? Give yourself grace as well as others. Just really focus on that love inside and let it radiate out like her halo. Okay. Okay. Right. And just one thing that I just heard is like concentrate on, is what I'm hearing in my head. Concentrate on how she's so focused. Okay. She's focused on her goal. All right, so the second card, number 50, is sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. This is something that I have put into my daily life for many years now. And guys, be grateful for what you have. I'm just hearing actually be grateful for the clean water you have, for the air you breathe, the clean air you breathe, for the roof over your head, for the food on your table, for the people around you, for anything that you are grateful for. And start living in the gratitude more than living in the lack, if that makes sense. Okay, so the jealousy of, oh, my neighbor got a brand new truck, now I want one. Actually, I have a really good vehicle that gets me from point A to B. It's not really, hard on gas, and I've paid it off already. So I am so grateful to have the vehicle I have. And that's just a small example, right? But in this, as I'm looking at this card, I'm noticing this woman, and she has a faint kind of outline of some wings. And then she's touching this tree, and notice this, guys. Notice this right here. That little spot, that little pink spot. She is giving so much love and gratitude for the tree, right? And she's got her eyes closed, and she's just in that moment. And what I'm hearing from this is dig deep, guys. Go deep within, go down in, like a tree roots down into the ground. You go deep in, and you really feel that gratitude and that love, right? The color there is pink, so that tells me she's got a lot of love, right? And be grateful for the trees. They do a lot for us. They do a lot for us, and they ask nothing in return. Sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. Okay. I used to hate the word, hate. I used to dislike the word prayer or anything to do with religion at all, really, just because of it never felt right for me. I grew up around a lot of Catholics. My parents were Baptists. A lot of other people that I know, including my sister, are Christian, and that's all great. I'm glad people have their faith, but it never fit for me. But now I understand that prayer is not about religion. It's about the Spirit. And it's about the faith. And it's about believing in a higher power that's listening and that can help you. And I think that's the important part right here, is to have that faith. Right? Have that faith and that gratitude. And gratitude for our Creator, for the universe, whatever you want to call it. Infinite Spirit is what we call it in spiritualism. All right. So just recapping real quick before we go into the third card: nurturing compassion and grace. So we're focusing on being softer, being more of that feminine energy. And then card 2 is sacred gratitude, reverent prayer, appreciation, and prayer. So being grateful for what we have, and also having the faith that everything everything's going to work out. And being happy about that. Like, okay. So card 3, I already kind of showed you because it popped out at the end with a whole bunch of cards. This is the one that was on top, and the number is 2, and the word is courage, strength, fierceness, family. And I love the focus, again, the focused stare on the lion and on the lioness, really. She's human, but she looks like she's already merged into part lion, right? Because she has that courage, that she has that fierceness, the strength. And she also has the backup of family bond behind her as well. Lions always symbolize courage, and I don't know if that's because of Wizard of Oz or not, but I really feel like they symbolize courage because they are fierce. They have to be. They have to be strong. They have to be fierce to survive. But they're also very family oriented, right? And I'm hearing too, you know, when it comes to your family, that fierceness might come out. It might have to. But don't forget, even if the fierce mother comes out, always keep in mind of the Divine Mother in the back with her grace and her love and her compassion. So we are focusing, guys, really on compassion, appreciation, and strength and courage. And I think those are 3 great things to be focused on to help raise the vibrations of this, of your life, of this day, of this week, of this world. Big or small, guys, it doesn't matter. All right. I'm going to pull one more of these, I think. 3 is a good number, but let's see what else we can, there's one more thing we can focus on that will tie everything all together. Okay, we're going with this one. The number's 30. And the card is something that I've been working on for years, and I'm getting pretty good at this point. I think so anyway. We all have work to do always, right? But it's setting boundaries. It's a big one. Big one. In order for you to have more compassion, to have more appreciation, and to have the courage, you have to set boundaries. You can't be always pouring into someone else's cup, right? I know I had to really set some very definitive boundaries. Threshold, protection, and honor. And guys, I'm really feeling like this is honoring yourself. The honor is for you. We are not responsible. I mean, aside from maybe, taking care of your kids or whatnot, we are not responsible for anyone else. Anyone else's stuff, anyone else's happiness. That is up to you and only you. And if you're like me, I used to be a people pleaser. And I know a lot of people on here probably are, because a lot of people on here are probably empathic in some way. And empaths have a really hard time setting boundaries because you want to be the fix-it person, right? You want everyone to be happy, and you just want to fix everything and make everything good. But that's very draining if you're always trying to make everyone else good, and then there's nothing left in the gas tank for yourself. So setting boundaries big time. This should be a daily practice. All of these should be a daily practice. But we're asking what we can focus on just this week, right now. Boundaries. Big one. So set those boundaries, guys. You don't have to be mean about it. Just be firm and be like, you know what? I actually can't go help you do this today. Right? Actually, I have to go do something for myself. Don't cancel plans or anything, but if someone likes like, hey, I always call you and you're always available, so are you available? You're like, you know what? I'm really not right now. Just change it up. Don't let people depend on you for their happiness or for anything that they should be responsible for. Okay. And we're just gonna like pull one or two of these fairy ones. These are just more for fun. For a little bit more, I wouldn't say clarification, but just a little bit more info on what we could be focusing on this week. Already we have a lot to focus on, guys. Compassion and grace, gratitude, being courageous and fierce, and taking care of your family when you have to, pull, the fierceness out, and then setting the boundaries. And I really think the boundaries are one of the most important. Okay. So what else does the universe want us to focus on today? Okay. So the card is a transformation. These are the fairy oracle cards. And so I'm just going to read this down here. It says, the fairy tells you to surrender the fairy tells you surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. I love it. And I feel like we're always in a constant state of transformation, right? Especially if you're trying to develop yourself in any way, whether that's like learning something new or picking up some sort of like self-help kind of ritual or practice. Maybe you're trying out meditation for the first time. Maybe, whatever it is, we're in constant transformation. But right now, the fairy cards are asking you to surrender to it. So if you've been holding back, if you've been pushing it away, if you've been pushing it down, if you have been trying to ignore this nagging thing that will help you transform in some way, now is the time. Now is the time to go and let that happen. To surrender to it and just let it happen. And that's hard. It's hard to let go, right? It's hard to surrender. Okay, these two wanted to fly out. All right. Okay, so this one was the first one that came out. Moon energy. Pretty cool. What a beautiful card. They all are. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. Here we're back to the surrendering, right? If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And I feel like this is tying beautifully into the divine mother card, that the word grace, grace for yourself, give yourself peace of mind. And this card again is about surrendering, about letting go and letting things ebb and flow. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm your emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. So if this card reading has put any sort of like anxiousness, anxiety within you, like, oh my God, how am I going to focus on all these things? Moon Energy Fairy is here to help you, let go and to help you go with the flow. And you know me, I'm all about going with the flow, right? It's easier to go with the flow than go against the water. You're just going to make yourself, it's going to be more challenging, right? Maybe you like challenging, but this card's telling you right now it's not the time to go against the flow. It's time to go with the flow. And just let yourself be at peace. Take some deep breaths. That always helps me get centered, recentered. If you have to do it 1,000 times a day, do it 1,000 times a day, guys. And then this second card is inspiration. And I just really love the energy of this card. She's just like, I am letting it go. And I'm giving it up to the universe, and I am getting inspired by it. And she is in a state of bliss is what it looks like. And she's just like dancing out in the meadow of these beautiful flowers. Very pure. Be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. We'll be on the lookout for something that will inspire you to help you go into that transformation, right? And you just need the courage to allow this to happen. And then always have gratitude for all of, the good things that come. I really like this. It's beautiful. All right. We'll leave the fairies there. I was going to call it good, guys, but I'm really feeling like I'm being called to do one more card from which deck? I only have a couple. I'm going to see What the Universe Has Your Back Wants Us to Know by Gabrielle Bernstein. I like these because they're just like, they're very simple and quick and to the point. I have a little message on them. And this will be final card. So we just want overall feel of the pull so far. One last piece that we can focus on that will help us get through all of these messages we've already gotten. Okay. So hope everyone's having a good day. This one just wanted to fly out pretty hard here. I caught it just in time. Okay. Well, I think that this is a perfect ending to this card pull. And the card says, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. You can see like 3 different moon phases here, right? So what I'm hearing from this card is Okay, so it's reminding me of this YouTube channel that my husband and I watch sometimes, and I can't remember the name of it, but they always say seek discomfort, because within the discomfort is where you find the biggest growth, right? When you experience something like that, a discomfort of some kind, even though in the moment it might not feel like there's something to gain from this discomfort, there always is. There's always a lesson in it. And this card is asking you to go within and really reach down deep. Again, like reach down deep. And within the discomfort, find the growth. And that's going to be different for everyone. Because I just heard the question in my head, but how do we do that? I don't know how to see the growth when I'm in the discomfort. Well, going through the discomfort is going to teach you what you need to know. That will be your growth. And that could be physical, emotional, mental, however it comes. But when you're in that discomfort, even though sometimes it might be hard to detach from it and focus on like an internal process, there's always a deeper meaning. But you have to go in and retrieve that and figure that out for yourself. And the world right now feels a little uncomfortable for a lot of people. So where's the growth within that? Can we do better? Can we try harder? Can we be more compassionate and nurturing? Can we have more gratitude for what we're going through? Can we be courageous enough to go through it and maybe even learn something from it? And where do we have to set our boundaries? Discomfort will show you that too. Hey, this person always takes, but they never give back. And that doesn't feel comfortable to me. So maybe I got to set my boundary there. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it there because it is a 33:03 on the clock. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I would love if you would comment, like, follow, share, do all the things. And I will try to remember to put a picture of all of these. I'll snap a picture right after I'm done here and get a description in the description box for you. If you've made it this far, a lot of my other people do this and I think it's fun. If you've made it this far, go ahead and put a lion emoji in there so that I know you made it all the way through. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you again in the next Messages with Mel. I give you so much love. Go out there and just be the best you can and raise your vibrations and everyone else around you. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.